interestingly enough, it has been business as usual in the NBA, even with all of the labor issues. Teams, of course, coming off of the draft, making moves. What we're going to do for you in this show is take a look at some of the old faces that are in new places and kind of break down how that's going to work out. We're going to start in Denver with Andre Miller and some of the fresh faces there as well. Here's what they think about working in the Rockies.
I never thought it happened, at this point in my careers. Right now it's a good move. It's a good move for me. I don't have to worry about moving furniture and all this kind of stuff, everywhere. But, at this point off the court and, just knowing, how the team is looking now, it's a good move. I have a lot in me, I get a little irritated at times when people throw the age factor out there. And they don't never throw it out there with the kids and the Nashes. And I've been one of the more durable players in this league. And I feel young, no bumps, no bruises, and I'm going to continue to do the same thing.
Dallas called my name. My agent called me and told me that Dallas is going to draft you and you got traded to Denver. I didn't even know about the Portland thing. I just saw it on TV, and I was like, oh, wow. But I'm excited to be a Denver Nugget, and I'm excited to be here today. I think it's a blessing.
It has been a hard road just going to Moorhead. I took that detour there 4 years of college, but it paid off. Going the high school I went to, nobody really knew who I was. People didn't believe I was going to qualify or be a great player. And I do have a big chip on my shoulder about myself, and that's why I carry myself the way I do and play so hard, because I want to prove everybody wrong.
This is every basketball player's dream. If somebody told me last year I'd be able to make it in the NBA, I probably wouldn't believe them. Just had to work hard. I kept working. So it's just great.
It is great, and that's one of the great things about the NBA. That's why we got to keep playing basketball right there. How fantastic is that? Hey, I want to ask you about Fernandez, because he's a guy, when you look at translating a college game to the NBA, a lot of times scoring doesn't translate, but usually rebounding does.
The first thing GMs and coaches wonder when rookies come in is work ethic. You do not have to worry about that with this kid. He's going to come in, work hard, rebound, dive for loose balls, get into the stands. And George Karl, what he's been through the past year with Carmelo and all the new faces, and to add these three guys along with Kenneth, who's going to get out there and work hard and do all the dirty work, you got to be happy if you're a Nuggets fan with all these new guys coming in with all this new life and new energy.
I like that shot blocking, too. Huh? How about that? All right, let's talk about Andre Miller, though. He was the first guy that we saw there talking about playing in Denver. And, look, the situation in Denver, as you said, has been a transitional thing here. How is he going to fit in? How's that going to work out?
Well, I think he's coming in with the right attitude. At his age, I know he like people to talk about it, but he's a veteran, done an excellent job taking care of his body, been very durable. But I think it's safe to say that they're going to pass the keys over to Ty Lawson to run the show, but having him to be a serviceable vet that you can put in to run the show. And we talked about how you play 2 point guards at one time. I wouldn't be surprised if Nate McMillan put both of these guys out there at the same time, Ty Lawson and Andre Miller, to play good basketball.
Yeah, and when you look at Andre Miller on the Nuggets, and he's kind of very different than Ty Lawson, too, kind of more plodding. And so you can kind of, if they're not on the court at the same time, you got to mix and match those two.
One guy's more methodical than Andre Miller, then you have Ty Lawson who can come in, change the pace, and also Ty Lawson improved this outside shooting. So when you mix that in there, you're very explosive and competitive in practice. Okay,
so the next question is, what about Raymond Felton? Well, of course, Felton is going to be moving to Portland, and let's take a look at this move as far as Raymond Felton is concerned. And with him in Portland now, going to be a starter again, and very excited to see how this whole thing works out. And joining us now is Raymond Felton. Raymond, first question for you. How excited are you about this move? It's been a crazy year for you, I know, but now you're going to a team that a lot of folks think can really compete.
Oh, well, I look forward to it, man. I'm happy to be here. I love the personnel here. I love the organization. Coach McMillan, he's a great coach. So I look forward to it.
Well, first thing, Raymond, how excited are you to have the opportunity to play with Brandon Roy, and secondly, to have the opportunity to start again?
It's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to it. Brandon Roy is an all-star. It's a great player. Depending on his injuries and stuff, and I think he still did a great job of being a warrior, fighting through all that, coming back and playing. Then you got LaMarcus Aldridge, who I also think is an all-star, in my opinion. Hands down. One of the best big men in the league. You got guys like Gerald Wallace, who I played with for 5 years, and in Charlotte, who's an all-star. We got a great group of guys here. It's gonna be fun.
Well, you mentioned Coach McMillan and LaMarcus Aldridge. Have you talked to any of these guys? Have you talked to Coach or some of the players at all about going there?
Yeah, I've talked to Coach, and I haven't really got a chance to talk to any of the players yet. Last time I talked to Gerald, I spoke with his brother. And his brother said he was out fishing somewhere, so I didn't get a chance to talk to Gerald yet.
Well, what are your expectations for this team and for yourself as you make this move?
Well, I just want to get better. I want to be that added piece to the team that kind of gets them over the hump in the playoffs. But this is a playoff team without me on this team, no matter what. They're in the playoffs every year. So hopefully I can add the extra piece, the extra hump to make ourselves competitive.
Well, we certainly wish you the best of luck. Wish you the best of luck with that. Thanks for taking some time and chatting with us.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.